You've been drowning in endless advice about fertility, surrogacy, and adoption. But what if in just 5 minutes you could cut through the overwhelm and finally feel confident about your next step towards parenthood? Hi, I'm Justin, and I'm a life coach who helps queer individuals and couples navigate building their own family. Now, from personal experience, I know how it feels when every search, every article, and every forum post just leaves you feeling more confused and anxious and questioning every choice. And today, I want to show you a way to take control of the flood of information so you can actually make decisions with clarity. So let's start with what's happening when you feel overwhelmed. When you're searching for information online, whether it's about fertility options, surrogacy options, adoption laws, or the medical processes, your brain is constantly hit with a stream of conflicting advice. And studies show that over half of the adults in the United States turn to the internet for health information. Now, on paper, that seems like a good thing, right? But here's the catch. The more sources that you're going to consult, the more uncertainty you're going to feel. And I also found that behavioral research on choice overload shows that when you see too many options, you actually become less likely to take action. There's this idea that gathering more information is going to equal better decisions. But there's research into what's called cyberchondria. This is the anxiety caused by repetitive online searches, and it shows the opposite. The more we search, the more conflicts and contradictions we're going to find, and that uncertainty is going to grow. And for queer individuals and couples like us, this effect is only going to be amplified. The legal pathways, surrogacy regulations, adoption rules, and the financial planning can vary drastically by the location. One source is going to say X, the other is going to say Y, and then suddenly it's impossible to know exactly what's true. So how do we fix this? The mindset shift I want to share is very simple. Focus on the clarity, not the quantity. So the first step you're going to take is identify the single most pressing question that you have. For example, what are the 3 realistic ways I can start my family here in my state? Not every question you have, just the one that's most actionable right now. Step 2, limit your sources. I want you to pick 2 or 3 trusted sources, maybe 1 clinical or medical, 1 legal or advocacy, and 1 lived experience story. The goal isn't perfection, it's clarity. Step 3, time box your research. Set aside 30 to 60 minutes to gather information and then commit to one next step. It could be booking a consultation, making a phone call, or writing down your plan. This keeps you from spiraling and ensures you're making decisions, not endlessly scrolling through the information. When you take this approach, a few things are going to happen. You're going to stop feeling paralyzed by the sheer amount of content. You're going to build confidence in the information you have because it's curated and actionable. And you're going to reclaim your energy. Instead of spending it on endless research, you spend it on moving forward toward building your family. Now I want to recap on this small exercise. You can do this right after watching this video. Grab a notepad and write down the one question you want answered first. Choose 2 to 3 resources that you trust and set a 30-minute timer and do your research with clear focus. Then write down 1 actionable step you can take over the next week. Remember, feeling uncertain or overwhelmed doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're human, and it means you care deeply about creating the family you dream of. By shifting your mindset, setting those limits, and focusing on clarity over quantity, you're going to be reclaiming your power and taking control of your journey. Now, if you found this helpful, like the video, hit subscribe, and join our community. You really don't have to navigate this alone, and support is always here when you need it. Remember, you are ready, you are capable, and you are enough.